Do you want to be a programmer? Do you want to learn programming in a fun way? Well, you have come to the right place. In this masterclass tutorial series, I will teach you Python language from the very basic. Don't you worry if you have no coding experience. I plan to create this masterclass series as if you don't have any coding experience. This series will not only give you the syntaxes of the language, but also teach you practical examples that you can build your Python knowledge on. So without further ado, let's dive in to the first episode of Python Masterclass for Beginners. Hey guys, my name is Shardul, hailing from ShaVash tutorials and creator of ShaVash.co.in. I am also a junior research fellow at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Allahabad. Before we begin this tutorial, if you are interested in any tech product, software or language, be it for coding or research purposes, then be sure to subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button on this channel and also the bell icon next to it, so that you never miss an update. Also, there is a whole playlist of the masterclass in the description so that you can go to the other videos when you're done with this one. So let's begin. Let's begin by talking about the language that you're gonna learn. Python is the world's fastest growing and arguably the most popular multi-purpose programming language. Not just among software engineers, but data analysts, scientists, network engineers, and even kids. This is because it is a very beginner-friendly programming language. It is used in varied tasks such as big data, data visualization, automation, artificial intelligence and machine learning, etc. You don't have to be a certified software programmer or software developer to use Python. Some advantages of Python is that you can solve complex problems in less time and fewer lines of code. Python makes trivial things very easy with simple but powerful syntaxes. It's also cross-platform so that you can use Python on Windows, Mac, and Linux also. And whenever you're stuck, there's a huge community that is ready to help you out. So if you're wondering that all of this can be done on other languages too, then you're right. But Python's simplicity has made it to grow the way it has. This is why it's the number one language employers look for while hiring new employees. Now I am beginning this masterclass series with some assumptions. I assume that you have installed Python on your computer or laptop already. If not, then please pause the video, go into our description and download it so that you can follow along with me. After you're done, let's begin. If we talk about any language like C, C++, Java, or Python, you need to be able to do one thing, that is, you need to be able to write a code. So let's see how it works. When you learn Python, you want to work on complex problem, not only do addition or division. We work on the software using IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. This is a place where you run your code, debug it, and compile it. You can use any IDE available on the internet. I prefer to use the PyCharm Community Edition for myself and would be using it here throughout the series. You can also download the PyCharm IDE from the link given in the description. In this video though, we will just use the command prompt to run Python. And in the future videos, we will upgrade ourselves to other IDEs like PyCharm. One important thing to remember is that we can also use the Python's own command line known as Python IDLE, which we will be using in the future videos also. Now let's go to the command prompt. If you want to check the Python version that is installed in your machine, just type Python space -- version and press enter. The screen automatically returns that we are using Python 3.6.6. Alternatively, you can use Python spacebar dash capital V and press enter. Python 3.6.6 is our official response. One thing to remember here is that Python is a case sensitive language, which means when you are to use capital letters or small letters in the Python, we do not interchange it, or Python generates errors. You can also use another command to get a comprehensive detail of the Python version by typing Python spacebar dash VV capital W and we'll press enter. We get a comprehensive detail on when the Python was installed and what other configurations it has. Now, to officially begin using Python on the command prompt, just type in Python and press enter and you are good to go. Now let's check if our Python works or not. Just type 2 plus 3 and press enter. The output is 5. So yeah, it works perfectly fine. Now let's try to subtract two numbers. For that, type 8 minus 4 and press enter. The output is 4. Now can we multiply and divide also? Let's try. First we'll check the multiplication. We'll type 8 multiplied by 4 and press enter. The output is 32. Then we'll try to divide two numbers. We'll type 10 slash 5 and we'll press enter. The output is not what we want, as it gives us the float number with a decimal instead of just an integer 2. So this happens because when we divide two numbers that do not have a remainder 0, we get the output in decimal. Like if we type 7 divided by 2 and press enter, we get a 3.5. So if we want to get only the integer number, we will have to type 10 double slash 5 and this will give us the output as just the integer 2. Now let's try to use more than one operation in the single line. So when we type 7 minus 2 plus 4 and press enter, yeah, we get the output as 9. One thing that has to be kept in mind is that when we do operations like this, we must not end the line with an operator. We must always have the number after the operation symbol, otherwise it will give the error. For example, if we type 7 minus and press enter, the error comes up as syntax error, invalid syntax. But if we type 7 minus 4, the Python gives us the output as 3. Let's try to use brackets also. We use brackets to perform multiple levels of operations at one time. We type 2 plus small brackets 6 plus 7 small brackets closed multiplied by 8 and press enter. See, it works just fine and we get the output as 106 or 106. Now let's upgrade ourselves by printing something. So we can simply print a word by using this simple syntax called print. So if we want to print the brand name of this channel, we'll just type print all in smalls, open the square small brackets, then single quotes and type ShaVash, and then close the quotes and the brackets and press enter. See, it prints out our brand name ShaVash. Now it has printed a word, but what if we want to print a complete sentence? Well, we can do that with the same syntax to print the sentence. Like if I type print, this is the Python MasterClass for beginners by ShaVash tutorials, and close the quotes and bracket and press enter. See, it prints it. So yeah, that's how it's done. So this right there is how we use mathematical operations and print the words and sentences in Python. In the next video, we will be creating variables and doing various operations with them. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss the next video of the Python Masterclass series. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Masterclass series.